Hey folks, it's Bishopheals from the ECF forums and host from Vape TV Live, baby. I'm here today, baby, because we're gonna have to talk about some GG, baby. GG, GG, GG. Forget about it. But first, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna be at Empire Mods this Friday. Yep, this Friday. So if you're in the New York area, forget about it, baby. Bring down your RBAs, bring down your Ithacas, bring down your GGs. Keith will have all the silica and wires in stock, everything that you need, including RBAs, mechanical mods. Forget about it. So I just wanted to give you guys a shout out, let you guys know, come on down. He's gonna have pizza. It's gonna be a nice little vaping party this Friday. I'm gonna put in the link in the descriptions. All the information you need. I'm going to be there about 5:30 in the evening, straight after closing. Tell me something. By the looks of everything that's here, which one is just GG? I mean, I'm looking at them, and to me, they're all GG. But which is the one that's just GG? Is it this one? Is it that one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Oh. Let me, Ayati saying hello. How you doing? Don't be rude. You can say hello to Ayati. Oh, man, vaping like a champ. As you can see, this is the GGTS. It ain't it. No, but I'll give you a hand. Let's check it out. Forget about it. Here we go. Which of these beauties is just GGs? I tell you, we got GGs, baby. Forget about it. This is just some. I can't fit all of them on my table, but this is just some of the finest PVs that I can freaking say, hands down. You have the GGTS here in brass, baby. Forget about it. On the Ayati. Woohoo! Okay? You have here the Stealth. The beautiful Stealth. Oh, man. With the new stealth cap. Very beautiful. But that's not just GG. Alright? We got here. I got a stealth cap on a GGTS. Okay? I added one upper tube. Beautiful. Beautiful. Forget about it. Here's the new GGTS. Okay? I got it with a brass upper tube, stainless steel on the bottom tube. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Forget about it. She's a gorgeous. Phenomenal. 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 That's for sure. But, and then here's my previous GGTS, all in stainless steel. Here's another one in stainless steel. Forget about it. Now, here, hey, behave now. Okay. This is just GG. Oh, this is the beauty of just GG right here, baby. Right on my Ithaca. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? But today we're going to talk about this bad boy. We're going to talk about it. Let's put some of these GGs on the side. Yep, absolutely, because we're going to do some comparisons. And we're going to do some interesting combinations. That's for sure. But first things, let's take a look at this just GG up close. Okay? You still have the same switch as the previous GGTS. Beautiful, isn't it? Let me see if I can zoom that in. So, this is the same switch as in the previous GGTS, and you can still use the same magnets if you have magnets, okay? As in the previous GGTS, as you can see, okay? Very smooth throw. Now, what has changed? A few things. Let's go over those changes. Look at the back cap. Okay? This is on the Just GG. Look at the one that was there previously. See the difference in size? Yep, there is a difference. Plus, there is a slit. Okay? There's a slit here on the previous GGTS all over. And there are vent holes. All these are vent holes going on the side. Okay? Now, what he changed on the new Just GG As you can see, he left it all open. Everything's open, and the slit, here's the slit. Okay, you have 2 slits. Here's the second one. Okay, and it's all open. So it breathes a whole lot better. Okay, plus the other difference is, as you can see here, okay, this right here is springed. Okay, this right here is not. Why? Because I removed the spring. Okay, I like removing the spring. As Imeo mentioned, some people remove the spring, some people don't, but that's okay. This already has a fuse built into it. This has a fuse, okay, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. This is an extra piece that you would have to put in for a fuse, okay. It's already standard on the Just GG, okay. On looking at this switch, let's look at the differences. You still have the axe. There's the axle over here. So if I were to remove the safety, okay, this right here, this has a plastic piece which is inside. Plus there is an O-ring in between, as you can see. And this is just, you know, spring regulated. You can unfasten this quite easily. I kind of like to tighten it with a pair of pliers, and now I gotta loosen it with a pair of pliers. And I unfasten. And this is the inside of the cap. There's your axle. Kind of similar to the previous GG, which is this one, okay? Very, very similar, okay? Now, on this one, as you can see, it's smaller, which is okay. See the difference? Okay? This is from the GGTS, this is from the Just GG. Okay? Now, what he made here that's very, very unique, and what I really like, is that he added a flathead screw. There it is. So, you can nail tight it, okay? Or you can use a flathead. Like a flathead. I believe I tightened this already with a flat screwdriver. Yep, yes I did. Okay. And what this does is, inside here is the spring. This spring, and also this piece comes out. So if you were to use it without the fuse, which I don't recommend, because the way he built it is you're not going to have any problems with sub-ohms. Now you can remove this piece. There it is. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because you want to clean this on a regular basis, okay? That spring can get oxidized after time, okay? And you would need to replace that spring. That's why I'm showing you this, not for you to use it, you know, as is like this. I mean, if you were going to use it as is, then, you know, you could just do this without the spring, okay, without that piece, and she will fire. Right now I'm just adjusting the 510 a little because being that I put it in without the spring. See, she works without it, okay? But I wouldn't recommend it. It's going to work fine with the sub-ohms, okay? So, if I insert this back, and this is the best way to start cleaning, learning how to clean this, okay? As you can see, this is the bottom cap. This is the one with the axe. This axe also comes off, okay? But you can scrub it with toothpaste and toothbrush, okay? That's what I would use here, Okay, now to put this back, you'll take the pin, put the pin inside. Okay, see, comes out right there. Okay, add the spring. Okay, now what you do is add the flathead screw right on, and with your hands, with your fingers, you can just turn it like so. See, and it's already in. Okay, see, but I like to tighten it. There we go. So it's tightened with a flathead. Now insert it back in the cap. And I like to tighten it as well. Just a little bit. There we go. Then add the safety. There we go. So safety's on. Now that's for the bottom cap. That is different versus the previous one, okay, for the GGTS. Now, next thing that's different. Let's remove the collector tank, remove the battery, and let me show you something. It is still telescopic, but I just want to show you. Okay, this is where the bottom cap gets connected to, but this part right here is different. Look at it in comparison. Okay, it is taller. Okay, it's a little bit larger in height. Okay, just to give a comparison of the two. Okay, as far as the logos, he is going to add logos on here. Okay, this is just a prototype model, the last prototype model, so this is pretty much how it's going to look, okay, without the matte finish. Obviously, this is like a matte finish, it's not polished or anything. So, now, as far as the telescopic piece from the inside, that is adjustable, okay, as you see. Now, you can use this like if it was a GGTS. Say you don't want all solid modular look and you only want a let's say 18650 and collector tank. And you will just screw this in. There we go. And there is your Just GG showing your telescopic. Okay, kind of similar to the GGTS in a way, if you want that look. Now, I think that will look very nice if you had your brass. You know, you can interchange between brass pieces just to show it off. You know, you may want that look, okay? And just to show you that it is accomplishable, you know, you can do that, okay? Which is beautiful. Now, the new feature that he added was he wanted everything all modular in one solid look. So, if we add the other upper tube, now we can screw this all the way down, okay? And this is still with 18650. There it is, in 18650 mode, okay? And in 18650 mode, let me just tighten down my I have my Ithaca on, okay, in 18650 mode, okay? And this is all solid, pure look, okay? Just to give you an idea, okay? Now, also in addition to that, you can do the same thing, 18490, electronic on the side. 18490. Okay, I remove one tube. That's all. One tube. And I unscrew this part in. And there we go. 18490 mode. Much smaller. Okay. If you want to show the telescopic, you can do the same thing by removing one of the tubes. Okay, I'm extending the telescope. Now removing the upper tube, and you can screw this in. And this is an 18490 mode. Okay, so if you wanted to show the telescopic, okay, or if you want it all in one, like I showed you, using the tube, okay. Now, you can also use this just to give you an idea. Here's the stealth cap. And I can put in one of these. And screw it all the way down. And it doesn't shake. It doesn't shake. Okay? One of these little bad boys. Okay? Doesn't shake. Now it's like in stealth mode. Look at that. Beautiful, right? Really beautiful. And it's so tiny and it's so light that look, my whole palm, I can just cover it, my whole palm. You know, if I want to put in a, let's say I want to put in a OD dripper. It fires real nice. Hear that? Works beautifully, and it's very, very, very light and small. This is with OD drip mode. Look at that. I can cover the whole thing with my hand. See how small that is? Really, really small. Forget about it. Look at this freaking thing, and it's so light, baby. Light, light, light. Woo! I can pump up some iron, baby. Forget about it. But as I was saying, as tiny as it is, yeah, how beautiful it is and elegant. Okay, this is just GG. Okay, we're still talking about just GG. Now, this is like Legos. Now I'll unscrew the stealth cap. Okay, don't need that. If I want 18650 again, see that? Add one tube. I want to add the second tube. Okay, now add the collector tank. Okay, so works beautifully. Now, the other thing we need to talk about is the next change. We already discussed the cap. We discussed the switch, which is the same. We discussed how the telescope, as far as this piece is a little longer, and how you can actually interchange between using these upper tubes. Okay, if you want to have this look, okay, that will show you the telescopic, or if you want it, that's all one solid piece, like so. Okay. Next brilliant thing. The brilliant thing that Imeo did is this collector tank. Let's take a look under the hood, shall we? Let's remove Ithaca. And let's take a look under the hood. You see that? Isn't that different from what you recollect and what you remember to this? See that? The 510 pin is a whole lot bigger, baby, versus that. Which is okay. But he changed a few things. He changed a few things. Forget about it. Let's remove this upper cap. Now this, I tell you, is the best design because of cleaning. I think he had that in his mind because it was so simple to clean. Much easier than this. Okay? Much easier than this. Okay. So we have the two collector tanks. Okay? Look at the difference in the 510 pin. Okay? Now let's look at how simple this is. This is the old way. Old way, you had to pull this pin out. Okay? See that? You have to pull this pin out, unscrew that hex that's there, and then there's a plastic axis in there. And then there's two O-rings, okay? Anyone that's seen my previous video, that's what's involved in this, okay? You take that out, you scrub it, okay? Toothpaste, toothbrush to improve in connectivity. This is the two parts of the previous collector tank of the GGTS, okay? And it's adjustable. Okay, showing you that. Now let's take a look at the new one. Okay, the new one. See this 510? Look how simple. With my fingernail, I can remove it. Done. That's it. Look at that. Done. Simple, right? Very, 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 very simple. Okay, as you can see, this is a two-part system on the GGTS. This is a one-part system on just GG. Okay, you still have your air control. Okay, your air control on the previous GGTS was here. This was all screwed. Okay, there's threads on here that you would screw, and there's a small little slit right there that you would adjust for the air control. Okay, and again, this is two parts. Okay, that would get snapped onto here. Okay, now this is the air control system that he incorporated on the Just GG. Okay, look how simple this is. It slides up, slides down, slides up, slides down. Okay, there is no threads, there is no screwing. It's because he used O-rings. Now, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but I don't like this. Unfortunately, I prefer having threads. I like the threads. With this going up and down like that, I'm not a fan. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just not personally. I'm not a fan. Sorry, Emil. I like it with the thread because I can always keep it locked or move it in the direction that I want with my finger, you know, and it's going up the thread. This now I have to push up and down, you know, or you know, I have to turn it. That's the only thing, but it works. It works. I'm just not a fan. That's all. The size of the hole is a little bit bigger versus, see, like if I'm vaping on this, I could just use my thumb and I can turn this, you know. That's what I liked about it. So this is the actual, this is the GGTS. There's the slit, and here's the slit on the new one. See, it's bigger. Okay. But again, this is I love it because it's one piece. Look at that, the collector tank, one piece. This is two pieces. Okay, one piece, two pieces. Okay. Now, let's look at the ease of cleaning. Toothpaste, toothbrush, scrub it. That's it. Paper towel dry. Same thing you do with the 510, with this 510 right here. Okay? Toothpaste, toothbrush, scrub it. Now, also you have an adjustable 510 right here that you can adjust it either by your pinky, okay, your finger, very, very easy, or you can use a flathead screwdriver, but he made it so simple that you can use your finger. So depending on the 510 connection of the dripper or atomizer you're putting in, if you need to adjust it, you can adjust it. But this is the first part. Usually you don't have to adjust it. You can leave this like about just a little bit out, just a little bit, not too much, okay? And then the 510 cap is going to handle the rest. So, and to put this back is just, look at that, it's already in, okay? Now, next thing what you're going to need is the cap. This is different. This is different versus the previous cap on the GGTS. Now this is a floating pin, okay? This is a floating pin. Let me show you. As you can see, very easy to clean. Toothpaste, toothbrush. This is your pin. Okay? 2 O-rings just holding it together, sliding it up and down, and this is the cap. Okay? Very easy to put in. You put it up top, or you can put it from underneath, like so. Okay? This is the, now this is what I meant, that you can adjust this so it can touch that pin. Screw this all the way down, and you're done. Okay? And this would levitate up and down. Okay? Very, very easily. Now, on the previous model, let me show you with this collector tank because I already have it installed. Okay, so this is the cap which he provided you with, the 510 one. He has another one with a different size for a different atomizer, but ideally this is the cap from the GGTS. This, however, is not standard. What this is, as you may recall, this is the adapter, the GGTS adapter that Imeo recently did, because otherwise it would look like this. This would be screwed in like so, and then the cap, and then you needed to use an adapter or something to get to that pin, because, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell you, Imeo's GG is the first hybrid PV. Okay, it's really hybrid. Okay, it's just that no one has really realized it. That's all what it is. But it is a hybrid mod, because all of his atomizers, okay, they have unique connections just for the GGTS. This is, for instance, this is the IATI, and this is a GGTS base. You see that? The threads, the pin, goes directly into your GG and your GGTS and the Just GG. Okay? Also, same thing with Odysseus. Same thing with Ithaca. I mean, look at my Ithaca. You see that? There's no. This is not a 510. This is purely for his PV device. So he has, his collection is all hybrid, and he's been doing it for years. Okay, so which I'm kind of glad to see that other modders out there are starting to come out with PVs that are as well as hybrids, because that's really the way to go. I tell you, forget about it. But Imeo was the first one that did all that stuff, so I have to give him credit for that. Absolutely a lot of credit, you know. So what he also did was from the GGTS, so that you can use other atomizers, other things, is by putting in this adapter, okay, on his GGTS. Okay, and this is a floating pin, 510 that's in there. So that would allow you that when you put in the collector tank, which is the housing, and this, by the way, houses the juice kind of like a big and large drip shield, okay, so that it doesn't hit the battery. See, then when you put the cap on, you have pure suction with an O-ring. So you get to control your air control right here. So you can have a cartomizer tank, a drip addy. If you're using any of those products, you can on his PV. And now it's made it to a 510 universal right now. See that? Okay. On his, he also included on the Just GG the same procedure. He added everything in the cap already. So it's built into the cap. Okay? That's your 510 collector tank. Okay? Now, the beauty of this is this also works with previous builds. His IATI. Okay? So for his IATI to work, extend the screw. Best thing, just extend the screw. I'm just explaining. Look how simple this is. It's not rocket science. See, I just extended it. Now when I screw this in, okay. Now I can screw this in here. Works, okay? It works with all his devices, okay? The other thing you can also add on here, if you're an owner of a UFS, okay, you can add that on, like so. Okay, so UFS works beautifully on here. Unfortunately, I don't have anything in right now in my UFS, but just just to show you that it screws on and it will work. Okay. Now the other beauty of this is, say you want to use your Jennies, no problem. No problem. It's compatible to work with everything. Now what I'm doing is I'm just screwing down that screw just a little bit. Okay. Just give me an idea. OD drip. Just moving that at stealth. It'll thread just fine. It works, which will also work any 510 device that you have. Penelope. It'll work with the beautiful Penelope. Look at that. Not too shabby, isn't it? Looks nice with Penelope. Forget about it. This thing works with any 510 that I've thrown on it. Here we are with the Bliss. Works nice, and it looks good too on the Bliss. Okay, so this works ideally with any atomizer device that you have. This PV is extremely customizable, very customizable, and it's so light. Now, you have the choice in stainless steel and in brass, okay? And pre-orders are still going on from now to August, to almost to the end of August, August 28th, I believe, between COV, Clouds of Vapor, from Bruce, and as well as from Vassiles out at the Greek Seller site. Currently, I know his site is down because he's in the process of moving to a physical store, but he is taking pre-orders. So that's it. I just wanted to show you more of a heads-up close guide as far as how to use the Just GG, and also how would you go by cleaning it. So it's very simple to do. Hopefully, you know, it was very helpful for you guys to decide if it's something that you want to get into. Me personally, yeah, I'm definitely getting into this. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to show you is that this collector tank, say for whatever reason you want to use your previous collector tank because you already have an atomizer already on the collector tank, okay? Just an idea. For instance, like say I have my IATI on this collector tank, okay, and I can just put this collector tank, screw it on with no problems whatsoever, okay. As you can see, there it is, and it works. So folks, I wanted to show you up close and personal on the Just GG device, how simple this PV is, how Imeo took his time to craft this magnificent looking device. I mean, he gave you a lot of bells and whistles on the Just GG, which is incredible. As I showed you on the previous in comparisons with the GGTS and the Stealth, this is a major home run hitter. And I'll put in the links in the descriptions as far as where you can obtain them in COV and the Greek Seller's website, because it's something phenomenal, totally phenomenal to have, to own if you're a GG collector like me. His devices are just I mean, I showed you six devices, some Stealth, some GGTSs, and a few others that I haven't shown you, which I actually have in storage, just in case anything should go bad. But I just really enjoy this device. I've been using it for quite some time now, and I just can't wait to get a finished with the logos, with all the bells and whistles, that's for sure. So I hope you find this informative, helpful. If you're looking into a new PV, mechanical PV, this is something to consider. And for all these bells and whistles, I mean, the price, you can't really even argue with the price, with the quality of craftsmanship that he put into place on this. It's night and day of a difference, that's for sure. But so I'm gonna clean my GG devices now. I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to clean my GG devices. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you found this informative and enjoyable to watch. Sorry I went a little overboard as far as on the time, but I really wanted to show you a fair-to-fair comparison between his previous GGTS, what are the differences and what are the bells and whistles, and what you can do with it. Okay, so with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be more than happy to give you more informative information. And before I forget, I will be at Empire Mods this Friday evening from 5:30 to close. So if you need any coils to be built, bring down your Ithacas, your GGs, or any RBAs, I'll be more than happy to help you out. Keith will have plenty of wire and wick in stock and rebuildable atomizers. I can help you pick one out if you need a helping hand. Make sure you have the right batteries and the right mechanical mod for it to work. That's for sure, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. All right. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Live hard, baby, and vape hard. Forget about it. Peace.